My name is Tyler Hepworth, and I work for Christensen Machine. I started here in April of last year. The real close knit association between the employees and the owner, Mike, he's in touch every day, and so it has more of a feel of a family than it does a big business, but yet it still operates on a large scale so that they can produce quality products. So most of the parts that come in that are broken, that need to be fixed, my responsibility is to draw them up, make the accurate drawings, and produce technical prints for the shop floor so that the machinists can make the parts. And also people come in with new ideas, and I get to think about ways to make their dreams come true. Those are the easy ones. Those are the easy ones to replicate. The hard ones are the napkin ideas, or not even a drawing at all, just an idea.
In their head.
Yeah. Meet and exceed their expectations. We had a customer that had a challenging project handling sticky dough products that are byproducts from a bread processing plant. And they purchased the leftover dough and then feed it to cattle, but they had difficulties getting it into the containers. And they came to us, said, we'd like to come up with a new solution. They gave us their ideas that they wanted us to make work, and they were really insistent that was the way it should be. So I spent some time working on that, and they just said, we can't, it costs way too much money, it's too complicated. So I said, well, I've got another idea, what do you think about this? And they said, yeah, we think that might work. So actually we came up with a really good idea that was very simple and streamlined, cost effective, and they're very, very happy with it. And it was a build from scratch project. There wasn't any off the shelf parts that we could just go and throw in there and put it together for them. It all had to be designed from scratch, but we've got the know-how and the expertise to be able to do that. I grew up in Burley, went to Burley High School, and got a degree from University of Utah in Business Information Systems. And then I worked in the IT world for a couple of years in Utah. Then I came back to farm with my dad for about 12 years, and then he retired and sold the farm. And I decided that I wanted to do what I really enjoy doing, and that's drawing and designing things. Well, I think it took me a while to really figure out what I like doing, but I always loved IT because it's a hands-on kind of a thing. It's something you can work with, and I've always liked puzzles, but I realized that I didn't really care for living in the city, being crowded by lots of people. So I came back to the farm because it wasn't a bad life. I had really thought that I probably wouldn't do that when I grew up, but I thought, I'm back in the country and it's familiar, and so I moved back to do that. But I found myself, rather than being interested in how to fertilize a crop and be out in the dirt, I wanted to always be in the shop drawing and designing something. So we built a lot of our own equipment, did our own maintenance through the winter, and I found that I really enjoyed that. And when my dad started talking about retirement, I just said, I've loved doing it with you, but I just don't love it enough to want to do it on my own. We understand a wide variety of machining processes, and we haven't settled in on one process where it's just, we can't do anything else, this is all we do. It's not just a turnkey shop, but really it's a custom shop where we can handle just about anything that a customer brings into us. From little parts to great big ones, and we're equipped to get the job done. So if I had any advice for a customer, it'd be bring us your project. There isn't anything too big or too small, and let us come in and draw it up for you and quote it, and see if we can make it happen for you. Fun for myself, dream about work.